Hey darlings, welcome back to Everything Tumbler Tutorials with Creative Vinyl Designs. So this cup is going to look very familiar as I just did launch the video on how we completed this step. This is now going to be part 2 of that. I want you guys to know that I am listening to your feedback and it's so greatly appreciated because now we're going to go ahead and make this a fun part 2. I did seal this tumbler with clear matte Rust-Oleum. I let this dry, and now we're going to go ahead and epoxy this together, and once this is dried, we'll come back and we're going to do the decals. So that is that for the first coat of epoxy. And so I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to let this dry and we're going to come back together and we will do the decals. All right, stay tuned because that's the fun part. Okay guys, here we are for the design space, and this is where we're going to upload the images for the print and cut process. So it's very simple. Basically go over to upload and then grab the images that you want to use. Hold the shift key from, nope, you don't even have to hold the shift key. I'm sorry. Carry on. Don't want this one. Okay, so insert the images. So once you have the images on the screen, this is where you can size them to where you want to place them. And I'm going to put this one at the very bottom just because it's the tail. It's cute. So we're just going to size that appropriately so it will fit onto the bottom of the tumbler. I'm going to duplicate this one by coming to the top right and hitting duplicate. So I may or may not put it on the top of the cup, going down on the other side from where this image is going to be, the big cat. So I want to unlock that so that I can make this a little bit longer, so it'll fit up most of the tumbler. Not the whole thing, so it's a 30 skinny. So now that we have all of our images sized to the way that we want them, we just come over here to make it. And then everything is situated there. There's nothing we have to do here. And then click continue. Send it to printer. Sorry, I just turned my machine on. It sounds very loud. So now we're here at the print, and you want to keep the bleed on. Now, I've already printed this image, but to follow through, you would just click print and then get it onto your mat, and I'll show you the next step for the Cricut cutting the images. So we'll be right back. Okay, now we are ready to go ahead and do the print and cut. As you can see here, it's reading the registration marks before it cuts. Now it's done and it's ready to go onto the tumbler. Okay guys, and we are back now. I did a very soft sand on this because it wasn't necessary for anything more than that. And I am now ready to apply the decals onto this tumbler. So let's check this out. So I usually pull away from the backing, which I've already cut myself a little cheat piece, and then I gently pull it back. So just like that, just clean it up. If you don't mind the white, then that's okay too. It's perfect. Now let's see if we can worry about this before I pull it up. So there's literally some things in crafting that you just cannot explain why some silly little things like this are happening. But guys, I promise you this is not a thing. So I don't exactly know why it's doing this. It just might not have like cut all the way through, but yet it's peeling off quite nicely. So I'm sure it cut. It's me. It's gonna give me a hard time. Yes, I am still using my X-Acto knife because I went to purchase one from Michael's and they were all sold out. And I haven't been back yet to see if they've gotten some more in. Alright, so I'll watch on the cup just to make sure there isn't any more white little spots. I think there's a couple, but I can clean them up. Okay. It might be easier as well doing it on the cup. So I'm just gonna pick one side. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go with this side, and then we're just gonna pull this right off the backing. Very carefully. It is paper, so it will tear. So just take your time. And the colors are slightly different, but I think I'm okay with it because it doesn't even blend in. So I'm just gonna kind of come up with this just a little bit. And then just lay it out. And just like that. So super fun, super cute. Thank you for the Cheshire idea. If I'm saying the name correctly, it sounds so funny when I say it, but thank you for the idea. I really appreciate it. I would give you a shout out by name, but I'm sorry I can't remember. But I do remember this sounded like a very cute idea. And even though the colors are a little off, I still can appreciate it. And then there's the bottom. Hey guys, so I decided to come back in. I changed my mind on this particular one being less is more, and I decided to go ahead with the quote, "We're all mad here." And I want to place it onto the cup just like this. So how I measure on how my decals are going to be is I just take a little measuring tape and just measure the width. Sometimes I will double check before I cut. You know the saying, measure twice, cut once. So that's what I usually do to get the size that I want for any design that's going to go on a tumbler. And I also decided that this would look super cute right over the top of the cat. So only I'm using the Disney character. Normally I do not work with copyright images, but this would be super cute. I wanted to go ahead and demonstrate this on a cup. So with that said, let's go ahead and peel this back. And apply this to the tumbler. Again, this design was strictly for tutorial purposes, and I thought it would be super fun. So I think I'm gonna go like right here. I mean, it literally fits perfectly right there in the white stripes. So make sure that's rubbed down really well before you pull back your backing. That definitely ties the two together. This is super, super cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ready to epoxy. Okay guys, we are set up and we are ready to put on the coat of epoxy. So just remember, make sure you've given your vinyl and your images a chance to dry and really adhere to the tumbler before you start putting on your epoxy, because the worst tragic thing that can happen are lifts, and it does happen. So you want to be mindful of that. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorials coming soon. See you soon.